Hello folks, Major Gosnell here, and today I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play series on RimWorld. Now, RimWorld is an early access title that's been out for a couple of months now, and actually no, I think it's been out for about a year now in early access on Steam. It's been out longer than that off its own website. It's basically a colony simulator. It's got the graphical styling of Prison Architect and the deepness and the craziness of Dwarf Fortress. It's kind of like a very accessible version of Dwarf Fortress, and 100 times better in my opinion. So I'm going to get started and just see how much of a great colony I can build, and hopefully not die in the first 10 videos, which is what I'm prone to do when I start Let's Plays. Battle Brothers, I'm looking at you. So we are going to start a new colony here. Dun dun dun. And we are just going to do the standard opening scenario, which is the three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown RimWorld, the most unfortunately named game ever. Your faction will be a new arrivals. Start with 3 people. Start with silver times 800. Now silver is basically your currency in the game, what you buy shit with from other traders. Packaged survival meal 30, that's your basic food. Medicine 24, very very important in this game because your colonists get fucked over a lot. Components 30, components are basically your electrical goods that you need to build electrical, well, goods pretty much. Survival rifle is, well, guess what? It's a gun. A pistol, likewise. Plasteel knife, just a combat knife, pretty much. Random pet, times 1, so that can be anything from a fucking elephant to a cat. Steel, 450, and wood, 300, so they're kind of like your building materials. Map is scattered with ship chunk times 3, steel times 720, and packaged survival meal times 7. Now, if I wanted, I could go into the scenario editor and edit what you start with and how many survivors you have and everything else, but I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm just going to go with the 3 people. Also, I know how I say tree before anybody picks up on it. I'm Irish, it's what we do. So, let's go to next. Now, the AI Storyteller. Now, the AI Storyteller is, how do you put it? It's kind of like the difficulty setting for the game, but also the craziness of the game. So basically the storyteller will throw events at you, like a heat wave or a pirate raid, one of your colonists going batshit and murdering everybody else, stuff like this. And depending on which storyteller you pick will depend on the randomness or the difficulty that you're actually going to encounter in this game. So the first one is Classic Cassandra. She's kind of like a slowly increasing sort of difficulty level, and that's what I'm going to go with myself, I think, just to keep it fair and keep it balanced, just to not to be wiped out in the first couple of minutes. Then you have Phoebe Chillax. That's more of a relaxed game, but you will occasionally get like really hard attacks and what have you against you. Then you have Randy Random. He throws everything at you. You don't know what's going to come around the bend, pretty much. Then you've got individual difficulty settings. So that sort of like tweaks it a little bit further how crazy shit will actually get. We're going to stick with Classic Cassandra anyway. Or, yeah, maybe we should go for Randy Random. Fuck it, we'll go for Randy Random and have a fun game. And we're going to put it onto Rough, which means that we're going to have a tough time of it. Now we're going to go next, and we are going to randomize the seeds, randomize the seed, which is basically the map style. We are going to do that by closing my eyes, clicking, 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 and boom. So Olga. Olga is the name of the seed. It sounds very fucking bleak. Now, this is the globe coverage. So basically the game builds a world. And the whole world will be populated with outposts and colonists, other colonies and shit like that you can trade with and what have you. And you can actually send a caravan off to trade with other colonies. And the globe coverage basically determines how much of the world you generate. So I'm going to generate 100% of the world because I have a very good computer. I'm sitting on two 1080s here, and I think I can handle it. Overall rainfall will be normal. Overall temperature will be normal as well. So we're going to generate that. Now I'm going to pause the video here and switch back on once the world is generated. And here we are, the whole wide world in my hand. Da, 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 da. And that is it. That is the entire planet. And as you can see, all these little dotted tents are other colonies and factions. So you have the Misbutal of the Desert. You have the Unification of Christrosno. You have the Orange Goat Neodetro. You have the Blood Crew, so they're like the really bad motherfuckers. You have the Tintaway. This is really cool. Like the game, the last time I played, did not have any of this. You basically had a world map, like a square screen, and you sort of had like a graph, and you clicked on areas that gave you temperature. None of this faction stuff. And this is just amazing. It really is. That's so well designed. I love it. Anywho, back to what I'm doing. We need to pick an area. So we can zoom right the fuck in, and you pick a little area like this. So we are going to pick... Description. Okay, we are going to pick an area, and we are going to pick a temperate area because we want a balance of cold, hot, etc. And we're going to pick down here, temperate forest. Let's go for info. Forests are deciduous trees interspersed with fertile clearings. Many species of animals move around in trees and on the plains. Because of snow, it's slow to travel in winter. Okay, so we're going to go for one that's near to mountains as well, because mining is a very key part of this game. And we're going to go for... What do we want to go for? Ah, this looks promising over here, actually. Oh, actually, no. That's a tribe over there. We don't want to be too close to them. Alright, we're going to go here. Now, it doesn't give us our temperatures, which before they used to. This is your map size. The actual playing map size, as opposed to the world map size. This gives us a lot more space to move around in. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. So this is basically what this particular zone will have. As you can see, it changes here. And what sort of stone types you're going to have to play around with. What sort of temperatures you're dealing with as well. So this is really cool. So, just going to check it here. 40 days growing period. Rainfall is quite high there. See the rainfall over here. That's curious now. The rainfall is actually higher in the arid than it is in the temperate. Maybe that's a bit of a bug there. So, and take a look here. Temperate forest. Yeah, we're going to pick that area here. Terrain impassable, granite and slate. Slate and sandstone. Granite, sandstone, and marble. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yep. Ooh, the growing period is not great there, actually. Here, that's a bit better. Marble, limestone, and sandstone. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to go with that one. It is very close to that tribe, but yeah, can't do everything. So, next. So, let's take a look at our colonists. Now, this is our first one, Grace Richard. Straight off the bat, we're going to change her because she has a psychite addiction. Psychite addiction is basically a drug addiction. So that is not going to work for us. She also has very, very, very lousy stats here. Trigger happy and a frostophile, so that is not going to work for us. Randomize, close my eyes, boom! Who do we have? A 48-year-old male colonist with an afro. Shooting 0, melee 7, social 6, animals 2, medicine 2, cooking 4, construction 4, growing 0, mining 6, artistic tree, so he's not smart, not able to craft much. Bit of a jack of all, like, basic traits. Fast walker. Yeah, he's got a good move speed, move speed, and a mass assist. And he likes to get hurt. So he was a medieval lordling and a Luddite rebel. Okay. Old gunshot. Pain plus 7%. Yeah, not the best stats in the world, but fuck it. We'll use them. Okay, next one. Kratos Kotick. So, guy mute. So, oh, he's mute, as in mute. He's chemical interest and a psychopath. Horrible stats, except for animals. Psychopath who likes animals. Don't they like to torture animals? We're going to randomize. Male colonists of new arrivals, age 38. Shooting 7, melee 10, social 2, animals 1, medicine 2, cooking 4, construction 8. Growing, oh, and he's a fast learner on that as well. Mining 6, artistic 1. So, neither of them are good at crafting or research. Yeah. I'd actually swap you out. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Tradix. Just we have... Okay, we're going to go with this one. Robert Seafield. Male colonist of new arrivals. He is sanguine, a careful shooter. So he's kind of a happy kind of guy. Greedy as well. So he's a bit moody. Okay. Shooting is 9, melee tree, social is 0. Animals 7, medicine, tree, cooking 0. Crafting 10, artistic 5. Alright, we're going to go with him. Lex Luddite is there as well. So we want to have a female. Okay. So we've got a Sigourney Weaver-esque one here. Convent child and civil servant. Oh, sweet Jesus. Shooting 0, melee 0. Wake up addiction. We do not want a druggie. Keep randomizing. Okay, she's got some pretty good skills here. So, frightened child and recruiter. Staggeringly ugly. Disaster is staggeringly ugly. Her face looks like a cross between a drawing, an untalented child, a malformed fetus in a jar of formaldehyde, and a piece of modern art. Others must exert conscious effort not to look at her while conversing. Oh, that's fucked up. Masochist, so she likes to get hurt, and she's a bit of a slowpoke. Okay. Sounds like most Tinder profiles. Melee 10, social 10, artistic crafting and research. Good stats aside from that. She's not capable of medicine or scary things. So I'm not really sure what scary actually covers, but fuck it, we'll go with it. Her name is Dean. Seriously, female? Okay, we need to change that. She is going to be Yennefer, because I'm a fan of The Witcher. Yennefer. Yennefer. Okay, there we go. Probably spelled that wrong. And we are going to go start. Slowly generating the map here. Maybe my computer is not so good after all. A couple of seconds and this should be done. There we go. So this is our new world. The three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Okay, and first thing we're going to do, pause the game. and zoom out and take a look at our surroundings. Dun, dun, dun. It always reminds me of Fallout, this. And Factorio as well. So we've got a nice little map area here. Do we have a very big mountain area? We don't. Oh. I was kind of hoping we'd have a mountainous sort of area to actually play around in. It's always good for mining. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. Now that is very interesting up here. And why am I speaking with a British accent? I have no idea. And where the fuck is my drop pod? Okay, so they're going to be landing here. Oh, we're right next to it. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We could actually... We can bottleneck straight off the bat. Nice one. That is fucking beautiful start. Got a water supply, everything. Though water doesn't actually play a part in the game, still, it's quite good. I'm tempted though, should I do here instead? Because that's a wider front to cover. Oh, we can just wall these two areas off and just have that as a primary entrance point. Now that is really fucking nice. Excellent. Cracking start. So we're going to put it onto play mode here. These are our colonists. Now the first thing you want to do when you start up the game is make sure your people can pick up the stuff that drops by unforbidding it. It's a little finicky here. Okay, and that's that, and just this one as well. Right. We even have a primary building here already. So anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to get the place set up straight off the bat. First thing you always want to do in this game is set up your work schedule. So that's your restriction screen here. Now this is basically when your people will work, when they will sleep, and when they'll relax. So we're going to put here work between the hours of 8 and 7. Now I screwed up the first one there. I'm going to fix that in a second. 8 and 7. Right. Now Joy will be here between 8 and 10, and anything between 6 and 7. Right. Now, let's take a look-see. We're going to go to Architect, we're going to go to Orders, and we are going to go to Zone and Area first, actually, Stockpiles. Because first thing you want to do is... okay, the third thing you want to do is you want to... I keep saying the first thing here. So the third thing you want to do is build a stockpile. So we're going to build our stockpile over here. We're going to do 3 of these, and you'll see why in just a moment. So you don't have to go overly crazy with stockpiles at the start, and I just fucked up my symmetry there. Right, so the first stockpile you're going to do is going to be for your food. And it's a very simple system. You click on the stockpile, and you just close the items you don't want to be put there. Like so. But you have to be careful with the corpses thing, because animals, dead animals, count as corpses. So human-like do not get put there. Mechanical do not get put there. Animal do. Be careful about that. You don't want a fucking colony full of cannibals, trust me. And no rotten food either. So that's the food one set up. Middle one is going to be for items. So we are going to close that off, no food, no rotten. So items, apparel, and there we go. Perfect. Now the third one is going to be for supplies. So that is going to be food is off, rotten is off, manufactured is off, raw resources is on, items, weapons, and apparel are off. So there we go. That's your stockpile over here. And that's set up. So, we're going to get that done. And then, the fourth thing you want to do is build a growing zone for your crops. Because you do not want to run out of food in this game. Now, we're going to build it here, where there's plenty of sunlight, which helps the growing. We're going to build 3 of these, each with its own individual crop. There we go. So this one, by clicking here, you can pick which type it is grown. That is going to be the potatoes. Potatoes! I'm Irish, so I'm allowed to make those kind of jokes. And we're going to pick corn. Keep it very basic to start off. And we're also going to pick cotton plant, I think. Or should we do heel root? Yeah, maybe some heel root would be a good idea, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Ah, fuck you. Okay, cotton. Wonderful. So they need a specific level to be able to grow certain items. Right. We're also going to go to orders, and we're going to cut some plants down over here so we have space for our building. I actually just screwed up immensely there. But I do. Oh, fuck me. Boomalopes. Oh, for fuck's sake. These things explode when they die. We're gonna have to be very fucking careful with them. Back to the orders there. I actually picked the wrong one to start off with. So we're just gonna go to chop wood. There we go. Like so. Okay. So we're gonna play the game here. Get our people out. Oh, actually. Make sure everybody is on construction to start off with. And everybody's on plant cut. And on grow. Alright, that means everybody will work on that. Okay, now we're going to speed up the game ever so slightly here. Is he sick already? The fuck? Did he piss or get sick there? Oh, they actually have a rival, Yennefer. I didn't see that one coming. We're actually at full speed here, but it is going rather slowly. At least we got our crops up and running. Now, Architect, we are going to build our first building over here. That's going to be their bedrooms to get started. And they're sleeping inside. Alright. So we're off to a very strong start right now. And they're going to wake up and start building me shit. Fucking lazy bastard here. Okay, pause the game 1 second, and we're going to put some wooden doors in. Here, 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 and here. Well, at least we've got shelter set up for people. Nice one. So that's first building up and running. Now, what we're going to want to do is power. Do we have enough things for a generator? We might do. Not enough stored scrap, but we should have enough from the start. Let's get it up. Hopefully we'll be able to start building that. Once we get the generator up, we should be good. I don't know if we have enough parts for that. I think we do. There we go. Should be enough for there now. Yep, generator's coming up. So we're going to have our first powered building. Nice one. We are going to put actually, where is the light switches here? That here, that here, and we're going to put that here. One here, and one over here. Right. I just want to check the work thing and make sure everybody has for powering up these things. Forget which one it is again for fueling things. Refuel fuelable buildings. Yeah, they all have that on. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to prioritize you refueling that. And there we go, our first powered building. Nice one. So they now have shelter at least. And there's one more thing I want to do. And that is beds. We get each of them a... why am I doing that? Ah, okay. Okay, we're going to build a bed there as well. Oh, we need to put a floor. And we're going to put a wooden floor all along here. But first we need to make the order to chop down some more wood. So we have enough ting for the flooring. And that should be our first building up and running. Nice one. So I think I'm going to call a halt to the video right now and start our next episode in the next video. That made no sense whatsoever, but let's go with it. Thanks for watching, folks.